4 podcast. Today, I am here with Hidden
Hello.
and also accompanied by Zephyr from Cascade
Hello.
and File Ezek, I think.
Falzek.
Falzek?
Yeah.
From
File Ezek.
Paradigm Shift. Butchering people's name is my forte. It's great.
Yep.
Hey, you got mine, so that's kudos.
Oh, Zep A, yeah.
Zepha.
Oh no.
Zep Ha.
This week we have a bit of a montage of well, not montage, a bit of like play the games from people in the community playing while we talk. Hopefully it'll be entertaining for everyone, and that's kind of the aim right now.
Oh wait.
There's some interesting stuff. But yeah, so as I said, we have Cascade, Paradigm Shift here. Two amazing teams that were in Open Division Season 2, who were in the 5th and 6th position, I think, like at the end.
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
We-
Yeah, that's correct.
Drew Diff.
Oh, it's Sharky. Hi, Sharky. Yeah. So I think from memory, files Paradigm Shift was in the AAOL for Season 3.
Yep, that's correct.
Yeah. So obviously you guys have come back after Open Div and decided to join us in AAOL Season 4. But this is Cascade's first time in the AAOL.
Yeah, that's true.
So what I'd like to ask is, how did you find the AAOL?
Finding it really good so far. It's definitely different from Open Division in terms of how you do things with all your roles and requiring people to be in voice chat. So that's something that you do better than the Open Division, requiring people to be in your channels and making sure that there's no Smurf accounts or anything running rampant in any of the teams or doing account sharing, for instance.
Yeah. We do try to make it as fair as possible because it is an amateur league. Obviously, we want to trust our players, but if we do get reports, we do try and go through with that. Sorry. And Paradigm did pretty amazing in Season 3. I believe they came first in Div 2.
Div 3, actually.
Div 3?
Yeah.
we'll change it to Div 2.
We're quite new.
Yeah.
So, and we hadn't scrimmed a lot of teams at the time, so we didn't really know what our skill level was. And so when someone asked me what teams are you equal with, I wasn't really sure how to respond to that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Because of new teams, we based it off SR and then average SR and who they
because we
scrim
joined
against.
in stage 2. We joined in stage 2.
Yeah.
So it was a bit...
So it definitely was a bit of a struggle putting you guys in Div 3 instead of possibly Div 2 or Div 1.
Yeah, well, you had no idea who we were, and it's a new team. So.
Yeah. But you
It's fair
guys
enough.
enjoyed your experience in Season 3?
Yeah, it was alright. I mean, it was a good Saturday night, and we just played our matches seriously, and yeah, it's good. It was really fun winning though. So it was
Yeah.
good.
Back when it was just pretty much. Oh, it wasn't actually, because in Season 3, I was going to say everyone ran dive, and then I remembered that in Season 3 we allowed Brig
Brigitte came
before
out. Yeah.
we allowed
Yeah,
her before she was in comp.
Ooh.
Did you actually?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah,
did.
You did. I think. Yeah, you did. Yeah,
Yep.
you did.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so that
And
was
for
a
Open
big
Div,
thing.
it was only
was
allowed.
dive.
For Open Div, it was only allowed when it was allowed in comp.
Yeah.
That was weird.
That was it definitely made it a lot trickier on a lot of the teams.
Oh, for
yeah,
us,
it
we kind
definitely
of adapted pretty well. But, yeah.
It was
Put a
probably
spanner in the
more
works.
interesting, and it made it a little bit harder because not everyone knew exactly what the meta was. Because the only people that would define the meta, are people that are extremely good, and the only way to really play Brig was either with scrims or in quick play. And a lot of
Yeah,
people that are really
exactly.
good just aren't going to play quick play.
Yeah.
And doing it in scrims, it's still hard to find that meta.
And some people would ban her in scrims, so they
Yeah.
continue playing dive.
That happened to us. a few
Oh yeah,
times.
I heard about that too. Yeah.
It's
Like at the
understandable.
start of the script, it's like, is Brigitte allowed?
Yeah.
Pretty sure we always allowed Brig just because it was like, yeah, why not?
Yeah, we
Let's
just
see
want to get
what's
used to
new.
it, I guess.
Yeah.
The calm before the storm of everyone figuring out how potent she was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I miss those days.
Goats.
Oh no.
So this is kind of like a question that we're trying to bring in for the podcast, which is, what's your favorite? And then we're like kind of filling in a blank sort of thing, and it's just going to be a
Yep.
generalized
Oh,
question.
no.
So it'll be like
To
something
understand
like,
each other better.
Yeah, so we can get
Let's
to
go
know
around the
people.
room.
Everyone loves doing this.
Share time.
What's your
Yikes.
name? What's your hobbies?
What?
Two truths and a lie.
What is your favorite time of the year and why?
Uh,
Oh, that's a hard one. You go first, Val.
me first.
Yeah. Every time
You
me
go
one thing.
first.
Figure this out.
Favorite time of the year, like as in month or like?
Yeah, month or just general kind of like
It could
area?
be a specific second of the year as well, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Oh, that's difficult. Well, I think for this year it would be when I finish year 12 and like I'm just free to do what I want.
Ah, so like
Yeah,
out November, December area.
yeah. I'm not really sure when my last exam is, but yeah, around then.
Hmm.
And then I have school leaves, and that'll be really fun.
Yeah. Sounds like a great time to to finish.
Yeah, good time of the year, I guess.
Yeah. Sounds
Can't
like
really
the
think of
best.
anything else at the moment.
I mean, there's always Christmas or like,
Yeah,
just any
that's
summer
good too.
days, summer
But I feel like
holidays.
the school leaves only like happens once, in your life, kind of thing.
Unless
Yeah.
you're a Toolie,
happens.
of course.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you're a Toolie, it's every
'Cause
year.
There's a lot of them, yeah.
Oh,
What
yeah,
about you,
so what do you think,
Zephyr?
Zephyr?
For me, I would have to say, like towards the beginning / midway through spring, like before it becomes a pollen fest and assault on your
Yeah.
nose, like where it's just getting around that 23 degrees and it's just nice.
So like
But
August,
yeah, the
September.
weather, yeah, around that time, and you generally got your holidays happening midway through semester 2, so it's a good time to relax.
Yeah, it's a good time of the year. Personally like that kind of year as well. So
It's better than the heat of summer and better than the
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
It's a little bit in between.
That's fair. That's fair. What about you, Hidden? Let's ask Hidden.
Oh, my favorite time of the year?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Don't swear.
Oh, sorry.
family friendly stream.
Probably late July.
Late July. And why?
Yeah. It's nearing the end of winter, and it's not quite cold enough where it's like it's freezing, but it's like it's cold enough where you can lie in bed and you don't want to get out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's a good time of the year,
That's-
especially if you
not
don't have
wanting
to
to get out of bed. That's every
Yeah,
for me.
like on Saturday, Sunday, it's great.
So specifically, like near the end of July on a Saturday or a Sunday.
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
There
very
you go.
specific,
Very
right?
specific. It's great. It's great. Slightly. It's a
Just trying to
slightly
figure out-
good time of the year.
Yeah. All right. So, question. Sorry. Breeze just
No,
dropped
you're
this
good.
on me, and I have to think of something.
I've just dropped like a bomb on it and like DM'd him saying, "You
I mean,
ask
we
the
don't
next
have to do
question."
questions. we could just talk about anything.
It's like a bit of an interview. We want to get to know Paradigm. We want to get to know
Yeah.
Cascade. Well,
Okay.
how about this? Hidden, you think of a question, I'll ask.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
All right. So what? Like, I know that Paradigm has a few teams now. So what is
Yeah,
Paradigm
really similar.
about?
What
What
do you
like
mean about?
so like you're a community now? Is
Yeah,
that
well,
yeah?
we've always
So
been a community in a sense.
yeah.
But
So like
like, well,
how have you gone from like having that one team to now having a few teams? Like how's that gone for you?
like how's the process been, or like how's it
Yeah.
been? Well, our second team that we're building up is a bit of a struggle to get going, with people like new trials just leaving here and there, and then like people not satisfied, that kind of stuff. So it still doesn't have a full roster, but I feel like it has a lot of potential to do really well in the future. And once it does, like maintain a stable roster, we can start doing some internal scrims between like shift and then it'll be really good and trying out new strats here and there.
So you've got Paradigm Shift.
Yes,
is it
Paradigm Shift.
you've got Paradigm Rift?
Paradigm Rift, yeah. A
And-
name change might be coming soon, but we're not sure about that.
You have a third team, I believe.
And a third one, yes.
Is it-
Paradigm Drift.
Yeah, there we go.
God.
Yeah, Paradigm Drift was actually like their suggestion, that name. So that's interesting.
Wow.
It's a good one.
Just gotta find as many rhyming words as possible.
And Zephyr, so you're the captain of Cascade. Like, how did Cascade come about?
It mostly came about because I felt pretty dissatisfied with how ladder competitive and general quick play was going about, because you always get that factor of randomness on who you get match made with. And I thought, well, the open div is coming up. I may as well get some mates together, have some fun, and be in a more serious atmosphere where you know where everyone's going in a sense, and how I would view Overwatch is supposed to be played, because of the communications is so important, and everyone having a set role is super important. So I thought I would get some friends together and have some fun while we're at it, and improve and use that as a good opportunity for everyone to sort of see where their potential truly lies in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
I think it's really good.
It's a really good way to build up a team. And
Oh yeah, we
clearly
had
it's
a lot of
working.
fun doing it. Yeah, it's
Like,
so
for
good.
us, like for Shift, it was a bit of a similar scenario. Like we had a LAN tournament coming up, and we were just a group of friends playing competitive together, and we decided to like just group up and meet up on the day and just play. And like it turns out we played really well together, and we just kind of grew from there and started, playing scrims and here and there. But it didn't really start getting serious until like this year, February around. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's my
Well,
side.
it's really good to hear that both your teams are doing quite well, and you've built them quite, like, obviously you've built this foundation for your teams, and you're still together, you're still holding strong, and you did so well in Open Div, and hopefully you guys will be doing really well throughout AAOL.
That's the plan.
Oh yeah, same for us. Like we've had to change our roster and stuff because some people can't participate anymore. Life circumstances.
Really?
and
Oh,
stuff.
that's a shame.
So we've had
Who
to
left?
change our roster. Soki's on break. Oni's inundated with work, and
Oh, really?
yeah. So we've got new DPS, new healer, and we're testing. I'm trying to get like more official sub plays instead of like just panicking around and then just trying to grab some random
Yeah.
person from somewhere.
Like dedicated subs. Yeah.
Yeah, dedicated subs is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, same for us. It's really good for us too.
So that they come along for scrims, they practice with us, because it wouldn't be good to have subs that aren't involved, even if they
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
show up
that-
for the
yeah,
match. Like,
I have
you
the
want them
same.
to be on the same page as the team.
Yeah, of course. So then, like, if it's an emergency during like an official match, they can still play with like to the similar standard to the main
The
roster.
match last night, it was a bit of a kerfuffle, because we needed a DPS on short notice, and all 4 of our substitutes were not present.
Oh no!
But
You need subs for your subs.
thankfully, the person that said he might not be able to make it managed to get back. So that was a
That's
crisis
good.
event.
That's lucky.
You don't want to avoid like having a forfeit or having to ask to reschedule, because that's always annoying.
Yeah,
Yikes.
definitely.
Yeah.
It's not fun. It definitely messes with the Swiss bracket as well. Makes it a little bit harder on some of the other teams because of it.
Yeah.
Isn't fun. So Dandy Apples said before, how dare Zephyr speak for us? I just played because everyone whispered, we need a mercy bot. You want to play?
He's lying. That's Zesty. Zesty, what are you doing?
And then
Doing slander.
Just before
You
he
benched
said Zesty, like quoted, Zesty is perma-benched.
Oh, that's a running gag in our team. Like everyone's benched. Everyone is, and we've got like a bench emoji. Like our Discord channel names are all various types of seats because everyone's so benched. So the plastic chair.
Anyone know the agenda for tonight?
The agenda.
Good joke.
We don't have an agenda.
The agenda. First of all, we start off with the interviews, and then it just turns into a mess.
Yeah, and it's
Pretty
like
much.
it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun.
If it turns
fun,
into a
though,
mess, why not
yeah.
start out with a mess and then just go from
Exactly.
there? Build that skill and the chaos that's already present.
Yeah, you may as well just become the mess, and then it's all good.
Okay.
It's the AAOL Podcast Season 4, Week 4 Mess Edition.
Exactly.
Oh, they've updated the title for the
Oh, did they?
Twitch
Oh,
stream.
Yeah,
we
I
did
just
say.
noticed it as well.
Updated. We're updated, not outdated. It's great.
It's becoming less of a mess. Oh wait, is the sound working?
Hope it
Like,
is.
yeah, it should be.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because I forgot to
Like
ask.
people are people watching and saying stuff, so I assumed so.
And then everyone's just going to start saying like, audio's broken, audio's broken.
Oh
Oh,
no,
no.
mic muted.
Everything should be pretty fine.
So-
As we are seeing right now, we're seeing some amazing gameplay.
yeah.
I'm the only one that can talk at at the actual time that it's that's showing up right now. So we're seeing a Lucio. He's going for a quick boop. Gets the Reaper here, and then the Genji. Audio is bed scuffed stream. Yeah, we do it for your entertainment.
Yeah, is that why? Not because you suck at streaming.
Oh no, like we did the podcast for your entertainment.
Oh
And
yeah.
the idea that I'm bad and like that it's a bit of a mess is like
Oh yeah, that's the
entertaining.
entertainment. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets.
Wait, so
it
that's the
gets
that's the entertaining factor, is it?
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense then.
I mean, it wouldn't be funny without a little bit of a hiccup, right?
Yeah,
There's always a hiccup, isn't there?
always.
So far, yeah.
Well, Hidden, do you have a question now for our two
Okay.
guests?
So, what is your opinion on the current meta?
Oh, are we talking?
What's the current meta?
We're talking PTR or we're talking current?
Probably PTR, yeah.
Oh, with the Hammond.
With
that's
the new Hammond, yeah.
Oh.
No idea how he's.
I
gonna
don't
play
even know
into
what
all
the
of
meta
this.
is, but
More
basically,
CC
like,
for everyone. We need more CC. Yeah, there's a Reinhardt's not gonna hate us. No, we don't need Reinhardt in the game anymore.
No, we just need Diva and Hammond. Don't need a
We
maintain.
need a
God.
hamster that can do his own miniature meteor strike.
it's funny because,
Basically.
like,
Surely you dive with Winston, Div, and Hammond.
yeah, because
Oh,
he's
yeah,
basically he's played like a DPS from what I've seen. and,
Why
like,
even
people
have
just drop into
Winston?
their own thing?
Well, that's a worry with having potentially too many off tanks is that it might just turn into tank meta with
Yeah,
ability. Like as soon as you get too many off tanks, unless the DPS can keep up in damage output or being able to punish off tanks, then that's
Hmm.
always a concern.
so Zen's still going to be viable as per usual.
Oh, Zen's always going to be viable with his Discord or Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does
To
so
avoid
much
the
more damage to the team.
Who do you think
Yeah,
will be
I think
countering
Cryptic will be
Hammond?
meta
though?
again.
Maybe Roadhog if he lands a hook on him, and
Hmm.
like because it's such a large character that unless they get Zaya bubbled or they're immediately behind a shield, which is against their play style, they're going to get shredded.
Yeah,
Because Roadhog's only downside is his inconsistency of damage, but against a target that's so large, all of those pellets are going to hit.
Hmm. But if he is,
yeah. That's true.
May
that's a good point,
and Sombra as well, because as soon
Yeah,
as
I
he's
can
hacked, he's got no way to escape. Or
and the wall
remain
can
frozen.
like be
Yeah.
put in the way of wherever he's rolling
literal
to.
roadblock.
Mm.
How does Brigida's like the whiplash thingy work?
So
Looking
it'll still
haven't
knock
s-
him, but he will get knocked around a little bit, but it won't really.
It won't disconnect the tether or anything
Yeah.
because it's not a full on
okay.
It's just a
stun unless the
knockback.
character.
Okay.
It's like a
But
general boot.
it could like stop his momentum though, right? In a sense.
It
it-
could, yes.
I've been playing around with him on the training range, and it doesn't take
Oh.
much to regain that momentum.
Her
I
Oh,
see.
stun,
he's gonna be crazy.
her stun will get rid of the tether, but I believe, and people can kind of like quote me on this, but from when I was testing it, it doesn't put him out of ball form.
Weird.
Wait, it doesn't?
Yeah, from what I saw, stuns don't put him out of ball form except for Reinhardt charges, which is a pin.
Wait,
or
didn't-
Doomfist
I guess it's because
punch.
it's a transformation.
Doomfist punch does it though.
Does Maze
Really?
freeze?
Yes, Maze
Okay.
freeze does.
There's a bug at the
Yeah, that
moment
would.
with how he gets frozen and he gets.
Oh
stuck
yeah,
in
he
the
stays
tether.
in third person.
Wait, what? What happened?
Yeah, there's a
Uh,
bug. Like you see, when he transforms into a ball again, he doesn't do the animation, so you just got this hamster with 4 legs like flying across the map.
Yeah, like he's still technically in ball form, but like it looks.
It
like
just
he's
doesn't
not.
look like it, and you're stuck in third
It's
person
a
camera. at the same
visual glitch.
Yikes.
it's definitely got a lot of bugs still.
Yeah.
So.
Well, if some stuns take him out of ball form and some don't, then that sounds like an inconsistency of bugs. We'll have to see how they patch it on whether they want him to exit that ball mode or not.
I can
Well,
see them definitely fixing a lot of the bugs and nerfing him before release. Because at the moment he seems way too strong.
That's what everyone
Yeah.
said about Bridget, though.
Apparently, he ruins
Yeah,
his frame rate as
true.
well with his bullet casings.
Yeah.
Well, Overwatch needs optimization patch for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about like all the other updates that they did along with Ammon, though?
Oh, the changes to the hit scans with damage fall off, I think, is a good thing because
Wait, they have like a change?
you're already having to deal with
Yeah.
inaccuracies as a soldier and stuff. You may as well get
Yeah.
rewarded for good aim at long distances. Because
So what did they change with that?
instead of damage, the minimum damage you can do at maximum range being 30%, you only get taken down to 50% now of your maximum
Oh,
damage.
okay.
And I think May doesn't have any damage fall off.
She
at
doesn't
all
have
now.
any fall off now.
Yeah.
That's
So she's basically a
potentially
sniper.
Enjoy that.
Because you
That's
can,
a
you can
yikes.
spam. Everyone
Oh,
can spam now. There's so much spam.
Yeah, it's crazy.
More shots, less damage. Hanzo,
just gonna be-
Roadhog, Sombra. Oh my god, you just
Well,
list off everyone.
That's another thing. So Sombra got changed as well. How do you guys feel
Oh,
about
yeah,
the
that's-
Sombra change?
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't like
That'd be
it.
really
I feel like it's
interesting.
a nerf.
I don't
Is it
see
nerf?
how it's going to be useful. Like, I feel like it's going to be the most optimal troll pick to do because you can say, "Oh no, I'm helping," whilst in permanent stealth,
Yeah.
sitting in the back of the map. And
I
I've
mean,
always had a
yeah,
I've always had a gripe with how she plays because like you think you've got her and then she just presses E and immediately
Yeah, I
leaves
hate
the
that.
engagement and gets away scot free. It's a get out of jail free card.
Mm. Well, I think the biggest thing with the infinite invisibility was to keep her like able to be a scout and sort of I guess it would put her in the point of being like a shot caller, knowing like you could probably play dive again and she'd just be in the back. She'd know where everyone is and she'd be able to call exactly where the target was that they're trying to go for.
The knowing,
I feel
knowing
like
where people
Tracer
were
could've
was
done
never
that
really
better,
much of an
though.
issue.
Yeah.
And most people were complaining about her capabilities in combat, not outside of combat. So them changing it to make her less optimal in combat is a bit counterintuitive in terms of balancing.
Yeah, now she's better at getting out of combat than she is actually in combat.
Which was never the problem.
Yeah.
The problem was her consistency in fights and the bugs surrounding her hack
Yeah, but,
ability just
like-
randomly untethering.
I feel like the stealth like kind of ensures that you get that like moment that you want perfect moment kind of thing.
get more of the drop, but
Yeah.
unless they show that they're actively fixing the bugs or so. It's like Reinhardt. Reinhardt could be the best pick, but he's so buggy in terms of his charge consistency and his shatter that he's not necessarily always the best pick.
Yeah, definitely.
No, I feel like you play around that, like that inconsistency. You like go for the ones that like always they're gonna work, kind of thing.
Yeah, but it's a little frustrating when sometimes like you feel like you should have got a charge and then just get bumped
Yeah,
away
you
from
get a charge
That's
straight
true.
on, like they're in the perfect spot, and then they just go flying off to the horizon.
Yeah, I'm gonna lie,
scot-free,
that's
and you
happened
just
to me too. Yeah.
And sometimes you just get
I-
magneted in, which is retarded.
Oh yeah, the magnet one's also weird as well. Like you boop someone to the side of a wall and they bounce back into your charge.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me. It's like what?
Like the ones
Okay.
that should have missed somehow hit, and the ones that
Yeah,
should
like
hit.
okay, I'll just take the
miraculously
charge.
miss.
Thanks. I'll
Mhm.
take the kill.
Whenever I go, I'm like, yep, sure, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Passo, do a live VOD review of Zephyr's podcasting ability. You won't.
Oh.
This is a challenge.
I expect timestamps and everything with how I'm talking and with my accentuations of certain words.
Do it.
Get me on pronouncing Brigitte.
Ooh.
Spaghetti.
Baguette, yeah. Or my favorite's bruschetta.
Spaghetti and
What?
meatballs.
What?
Baguette,
Hang on.
is Widowmaker. So you got bruschetta instead for
Oh,
Brig.
okay.
I think the most frustrating thing about the Sombra change is the detection of her when she's invisible has like been doubled.
Yeah,
they've
that
changed?
was weird.
They've doubled
Wait.
the range of being able to detect her.
Oh,
okay.
So,
So it's not
sim
no longer when you
turrets and
touch people.
so sim turrets and torb turrets are gonna like sort of mess with her a little bit. 'Cause she's gonna like go like brush past them a little bit, and they'll activate and kill her.
Okay.
So they basically made her easier to like int with, in a way.
Yeah.
okay. I guess kind of sucks though.
Hey, there's one good thing that came out of it, and that's that you can destroy your own translocator.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you've been in positions before where like, yeah, I can see how I can help a lot in the future.
Can other people destroy her translocator as well?
Yeah.
So
okay.
enemy team can shoot it.
Yeah, but the chances of being able to actually utilize that though, because she will chuck it in a very obscure place, probably near spawn, especially if it never destroys. Well, it doesn't have a timeout.
'cause it stays up.
They'll chuck
forever.
it back at their spawn, and it's
Oh, there's no
basically
timeout,
you
that's
think you're gonna die. You press it, and then
You're perfectly
basically-
safe.
get out of a respawn timer.
Yeah, I don't like that about Sombra. Because like the only real way to kill her is just to stun lock her.
On certain maps, she might be really good for stall.
Well, she doesn't contest anymore when she's invisible.
Oh no, like she exits the stealth mode and then sits behind it. If they're trying to already focus on the spawn, they're not looking behind themselves.
Oh, true, yeah. And then you can just get out and in whenever you want. You don't
Yeah.
have to worry.
You just translocate back into spawn, get on 4 HP, walking inside the spawn, and then immediately go back out stealth.
Yeah.
It's not
Wow,
a
okay.
terrible
And then you gotta
idea.
walk back again. You know that, right?
Have to see how it plays out.
So what do you guys
I
think
feel
of the new Symmetro rework?
That's
Oh,
interesting. Like that's all I can say. It's interesting. It's very
Yeah.
different from what I'm used to in terms of flow of how everyone interacts
yeah.
with it
The
now.
flow is totally different.
Bastion's really
having
fun on
trouble
2CP
adapting.
defense.
Oh yeah, because
You get in the most like Hanamura a second, you're up in the
Yeah.
top right corner, and they can't reach you.
Oh shit.
Someone's
there's
asking.
a lot of
Someone's asking why
buffering.
the stream's buffering.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Is mine buffering? Mine's not buffering.
Yeah, mine's fine.
It might just be their connection. Twitch.
I know. Are you with
sometimes does that.
Optus?
I'm with Optus.
Oh.
Oh, I'm with Optus. Oh, Optus is horrendous.
Oh, no,
gotta
not
throw
this
in a
thing.
little bit of an Optus joke there for a second.
Australian internet is the joke.
Yeah, pretty much.
It really is. So you guys, I would assume that you didn't you didn't have Overwatch be your first competitive game, or I guess first person shooter. So what other games did you guys play while growing up?
While growing up, I played like Call of Duty for a while, and then moved
Oh,
on to
you
CS:GO.
talking
The
Modern Warfare
classic.
1?
Yeah, Modern Warfare 3 more.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Yeah.
That disappointing.
Modern Warfare 1.
Yeah,
though.
I missed out. I was way too young to
Yeah.
play those games.
I started on
Nah.
Pro Mod for COD 4.
You're never too young for Call of Duty.
I guess so. I did come back and play like Modern Warfare 1, like after
That's so
like,
good. That was my first proper online experience with first-person shooter, and then I moved over to Team Fortress 2.
Oh yeah, I played that too. Yeah, I played that for a while too.
Yeah, I found a lot of players in Overwatch came from TF2, mostly being dissatisfied with the devs on how slow they were to do things.
Imagine your first FPS being Minecraft.
Minecraft Battle Royale.
Hey.
That's a thing now, isn't it? I swear.
It's
the
Battle
first
Royale
one,
everything.
man.
Yeah.
Oh
Gotta
man,
love those random engagements.
I just love how those the servers where they have like the shitty CS:GO map ripoffs, and they've got like the badly made guns.
You talking Roblox?
Oh yeah, Roblox does it too, don't they?
Oh yeah, they do have it.
Oh, that's great. That's where all the new age FPS players are gonna start on their Roblox.
Pro gamer origin stories.
Yeah.
Roblox.
Oh man.
Someone said they started with the rare game Grabbed by the Ghoulies.
Ghoulies.
Grabbed by the
I've never
ghoulies.
heard of that. I'm gonna look
I
that
haven't
up.
heard. Yeah, I'm gonna give that a Google as well.
Yeah, we're all gonna Google it.
Ah,
Grab.
I've seen that before, but
I think I have two.
Oh, it's
There's
an
a
Xbox game. I'm not.
Oh,
I've seen the
I remember
art.
that game. It was a very interesting game that I believe revolved around you hitting things with a stick. Like I believe was it a wand or was it a stick? Like confirm with me. I'm pretty sure it was just a stick, but it looks like a wand on the cover. Pretty sure you just like had to beat things with a stick, and it was mostly like zombies and stuff. But they
Came
were.
out
Gotta
in
promote that
2003.
Vance to the kids.
I just remember a goblin or like a green small creature. Typing deal surgery grabbed by the goalies.
A little bit boring. Oh man.
It's classic.
I think I started with like some Spider-Man demo for PC that came in like a K-Zone magazine.
Oh, those are the best.
Oh, if we're talking really far, now I'm just remembering like what I used to do on Nintendo 64, like with GoldenEye and.
GoldenEye.
As weird as it sounds, Banjo-Kazooie 2 had some shooter in it.
Oh,
Like, it had a
really?
multiplayer shooter mode,
You had
and it
to
was
shoot
so
stuff.
good.
It was good.
It was so good.
Hmm.
I wish Banjo 3 was a actual thing. 'cause,
I mean,
it's
kind
the
of
one
was,
series
but
that I've
also
always
not.
wanted to like be properly rebooted.
Yeah.
I love seeing you fall off the map, bro.
Oh my gosh, it's on loop. It's a 10-minute video on loop. So
So we get to
we're
see it
gonna
like
see it multiple
8
times.
times.
The me falling off was a 1v1 that Hidden and I had the other day, in which I was double jumping as, or at least it seemed like I was double jumping as Genji, and the animation kind of like cut off, and I'm like sort of falling, but I'm like laying down in the air. So like
Yeah.
it looked so weird. It was like
Yeah, I had
why?
to chuck it in. It was good.
I saved it as well. It was a good play
your
of the game.
perspective. Your perspective.
No, not from my perspective. On my perspective, I was wall climbing.
Yeah, apparently he was wall climbing, but on my end, he was just jumping midair, and then midway through
Yeah.
jump, he just stops and falls off the map. So I was
Yeah.
like, what the hell?
Like on my screen, I was like normally falling down off the side of the map, and I started to wall climb and just died. It's been 10 minutes and AoE hasn't talked about
We
Age
have
of
to talk
Empires.
about
Why
Age of
bother putting
Empires now.
AoE in the name? No, it's area of effect. We were talking about Hammond before. He has an area of effect.
Well, that,
That
that,
was a
ha- that ham
lame
slam.
joke,
I call it the
Bree.
ham slam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen that post that Jane made where they what's it called? They halt and then they jump. What's it called? I can't remember the name of the ability that Hammond uses. But like they halt so they all get pulled in together and they slam them.
Yeah.
Power driver thing, isn't it? I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
it's pile driver, I think.
Oh yeah.
I think that is actually just what it's called.
Yeah, that's why I call it the ham slam.
That's cool.
There's so many gerbil related puns that are potential with Hammond.
Yeah.
Well, he is literally
yeah.
a wrecking ball.
No one's gonna call him a wrecking ball though. You gotta.
No.
admit,
Everyone's
no one's
gonna call him
that.
Hammond.
I remember when
Yeah.
people thought he was still a monkey, and everyone's like, "What do we call monkey then?"
Yeah.
'Cause if there's two monkeys,
Yeah,
then like it's gonna confuse people.
Yeah, when I was seeing the teaser, like I was thinking, if this is gonna be a monkey, how does he fit inside of it? Like, I guess-
very small monkey.
the hamster doesn't make no sense. Yeah, a very,
Picasso saying
What
that
they
he
call
calls him
marmosets?
wrecking ball. Like,
if I see that in the coach notes on wrecking ball plate, is it no?
Yeah, no one calls anyone by their real names.
except like Mercy.
True, but that one's already short enough. But basically, they have a long name, then they just like shorten them. Which doesn't make
Although-
sense because we call Winston Monkey. I guess it's easier.
I call Winston. I don't know. That's just me.
You're weird.
Monkey.
It's easier to say faster instead of Winston.
It's
No,
kind of
it's
like
monkey.
more
Yeah.
fun as well, in my opinion.
Gotta have those Korean comms.
Oh, you just say like the first what is it? Like the first part of
Like
it.
syllable.
Yeah, the first syllable.
It's like monkey.
That's so strange.
That sounds more like a stutter.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Monkey. But like, you know, it's as long as you get the idea across. Like, I guess people kind of called Mercy Moth for a while.
Oh yeah.
Oh, 'cause she's flutching around in the ceiling and you can't get her.
Yeah, she's still
With
so
her-
her
that was a
old
thing.
Q.
The
you
moth
not
mentor-
remember her
oh,
being
God,
called
don't,
Moth?
don't bring back memories of that.
I've never heard that before.
What?
like,
Because as soon as she bouts, she just goes straight up into the ceiling and you can't hit her.
yeah, and then
Like
when
a
she
I've never
got
heard that term
nerfed,
before.
Practically goes up to the sun.
yeah, people called her Moth because of that, and the moment that she pretty much like lost her ability to res instantly, like that was the thing, because she could be in the air and just swoop down and res and then go back up, so like no one could
Yeah.
touch her, and she was so fast, so everyone
I
just called her
hated
a
that.
Moth. And then when she finally got nerfed, people were just like, die Moth.
We finally got our revenge.
Yeah.
I liked the little meta where she wasn't viable for a bit and then she came back real fast.
When was she
oh.
not viable? Oh,
like,
right.
For like a
When
month,
she got
wasn't like.
yeah, when she
Yeah, it
got
was like
nerfed.
Before that, she was completely unplayable or something.
Yeah. So then it was like Moira as the new main
That's because
healer.
Moira was just so strong.
Yeah.
Like there was no use for damage boost. Like yeah, it was good, but like it wasn't that good. I guess is the best way to
Yeah.
put it. Like it wasn't
Wait,
worth it.
what have they changed to
People-
Moira since then? I can't remember.
Nothing.
No, they
Oh.
didn't change her, but the Ryan Zarya meta came back, so Mercy was
Yeah.
viable again because she could
And-
res pick safely.
Yeah, she could,
Yeah.
and also because I guess damage boosting Hanzo.
Oh yeah, in the grabs. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would love a meta where it's just like no res,
No res.
and the fights aren't revolving around just like a combo. It's more just like teamwork. I mean, I guess that's kind
teamwork
of
over getting like two good Qs together. Like
Yeah.
that's my only gripe with the current meta. Like even if you put a Transcendence into a Hanzo Grav combo, as soon as it gets damage boosted by Mercy, there's no further counterplay. It's just you've lost.
yeah, exactly. I don't like that at all.
The only way to counterplay that is to either A, shred the Zarya instantly, or B, play with your Reinhardt really far forward to try and catch it.
Or you play with Symmetra and teleport out of the grab.
Oh no. Have they allowed you
Surely
to
not.
use the teleporter whilst in grav, or is
Yes.
it counted as a movement ability still?
They do it.
I guess, yeah, it's still like it's technically a teleport, so it's not really a movement
Well,
ability.
they
So
destroy quick enough.
if
Then
you
it's kind of
well no, because if everyone's just spamming F the moment that you're like, I'm gonna put down TP, they can all teleport through immediately.
It'd be cool if you just teleport behind them and just murder them while they're expecting the dragon to kill them all.
The
Oh,
other
the flank teleports are really good.
yeah.
Yeah.
The other option you could do is you could what was I? If you're playing the Zarya, as long as you grab them against a wall, like up in the air, they won't be able to teleport out. Like the
Oh, true.
TP would probably not be able to be placed, or if it could, it'd be placed on the
Oh.
ground, so
Yeah.
they wouldn't be able to reach it. Like that's just a way.
And people have been using Mei to push them up above the grab with walls so the dragon won't kill
Yeah.
them.
I haven't heard of that one. Thanks for the idea.
Wait, you haven't heard of that?
No.
Wow. I
Wait,
thought you would've-
actually, I'm surprised.
It's a pretty common thing that people have been doing at like really high level play. Like a lot of Twitch streamers have been doing it.
Okay. We've just been trying to just avoid all getting grabbed at the same time, full stop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just split up.
So what the Mei will do is she'll like jump into the grav because it's easier if you're also in the grav, and then she'll put the wall, like set up the wall so it'll push everyone up above the grav to avoid the dragon, and everyone's then out of the dragon, but they're still in the grav. Like it's still pulling
Yeah.
them down. So as
You're
long as the
still
wall's
pretty.
up,
You're still pretty darn vulnerable.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
they
at least
can
you're not
shoot
dying to
you.
the.
They can shoot you, but if you have the Reinhardt with his shield up, he just like
Oh yeah, and Zen can safely use his ult and it doesn't
Yeah.
really matter because he can just survive all the little poke damage.
Yeah,
Just depends on how fast the other team can shred a Mei wall. If there's already a Reinhardt in the front line and a Brig and stuff, you might.
Yeah,
Mate,
but a
well,
lot of
doesn't have
them won't
too
want
much
to be. They wouldn't want to be close because if they get close, then they'll start taking damage from you.
Yeah.
Especially because like Mei could then start freezing whoever comes close.
That's
True, very
cheeky.
true.
Yeah, it's a high IQ.
Honestly, like with the amount of counters for like all this this current meta, or not the current meta, but the one that's on live right now, I wouldn't be surprised if the meta just completely changes like tomorrow or like the day after, because
Oh
with,
yeah. As soon as
Yeah,
people figure out
Compass
all
just
the
come
things.
out, so
yeah, because the comps are started, right? So people are gonna like obviously figure out like what works and what doesn't. So I'd be surprised to see if this lasts much longer.
Zetzel just said, "Please don't make me play Mei. Don't do it."
Too bad. It'll be meta soon.
You're a
just
designated
wait.
Mei player now, Zets.
That was his plan all along. He wanted to play Mei.
Actually, no, it would be Peanut instead because he's already the Hanzo player, so projectile and aim DPS.
I mean, you could keep it on Hanzo and
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, Hanzo's a tiny bit overtuned at the moment still.
Yeah, he's getting
my
nerfed
opinion.
though.
Don't
Yeah, but-
Elmira at least.
Don't worry, Zets. You'll be playing our sim.
Oh, imagine a Sim
Uh-oh.
and Mei meta.
Oh
Oh
gosh.
jeez.
Just
That's
like
the
wait
strangest
for people
thing
to
I've
go
ever
into
heard.
chokes and then just like wall them off and then they start getting attacked by turrets. It's like
Yeah, those turrets are pretty annoying. Like, there's some audio bugs around it. Like, you sometimes can't even hear when you're being attacked by a turret.
Really?
It's pretty.
That
You just-
happens?
Yeah, like it's happened to me a couple of times where I just see my health disappearing. I'm like, what's up? What's happening? And then I have to look behind myself and notice that there's 3 turrets on me.
Oh yeah.
By the time that happens, you're like dead already.
Oh yeah.
seeing an amazing highlight right here.
Oh, you're tall.
Which one? I'm on play. I keep on getting buffering because of my
It's
betting.
the one where you see Torbjorn. It's the good one.
Oh,
His turret gets straight
tour
kills.
plays are always good.
It was the start of the match as well.
You're just waiting for your turret
Oh,
to be
then
killed.
you see me with Genji and.
Oh, this is where you
falling
fall off the map.
Yep.
This is what we're talking about before.
A little bit of silence, waiting for it.
Hey.
I'm refreshing
That
to like
was
see
fun.
whether I can get up to it.
Honestly,
Nah,
I
I've
still
missed
don't know
it.
what the hell. Like, you must have been lagging or something. Because that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, I don't know either. Second time you've seen it. I wonder why. It's almost like sort of 10-minute repeat.
It's almost like it's looped.
So weird.
Okay, the
It's-
last
Oh, I'm getting
podcast,
some mad deja vu.
the last podcast that we had, we just had like a lantern and we just had stuff on loop that was just like random cinematic stuff.
Yeah.
Just get cat stock like videos.
That's what we were doing. That's what we had.
Wait, really? I don't miss that though.
But like we only had like one for each one. So we had like pouring coffee. We had what was
Oh, we had the
another one?
beach one,
We
or
had
like the river or
beach. The
something.
beach was really nice. Or the river, yeah.
And then we changed it between
to
like
the
the
lantern.
yeah.
It was good
But this
though.
one
It was funny.
we've upped the production quality.
Yeah, so if we get more play of the games, like people just keep sending them in, Hidden can have to like Hidden can be forced to do work, and then he'll
Yeah.
he'll put them all into a video. We could just like have a very long video instead of a video that gets looped a billion times.
Yeah, I've got tons. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just go for it.
Light
I'll
up
see
like
whether
the
I can upload
AMs.
some on like uni internet, which is faster for me.
Yeah, uni internet's
Yeah,
actually
uni internet's pretty good.
pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my friend at I think he's at University of Canberra or something. I forgot the actual name of it. He has like 1 gigabyte up and down. It's crazy.
that would be bliss.
Sounds pretty
Insane.
amazing.
It's
Sure, he doesn't like
insane.
secretly work for the government.
I would not be surprised. But like he'll like start downloading something and be done in like 10 seconds. And like he had like crazy high bitrate when he streamed, but like no one else could actually download it, so he had to drop it.
Ah, fair enough.
Zetzel just said Zephyr never shows my play of the games, scumbags.
You gotta send them to me first, mate.
And then Passo says you never get them. Peanut is stealing them all with his Hanzo skills.
The Hanzo player the games are just
They're so entertaining.
Resident Sleeper
press
incarnates.
Q.
Press Q to get player of the game.
Press Q, then emote. It's basically what you need to do.
You gotta get the right spray and the right emote just so it looks good. Oh, we're back to the start as well.
Oh yeah, we are.
I found I know where the loop starts and ends, so
Yeah, it ends at
It's very
the
exciting.
Overwatch.
yeah, I chose that specifically, so
Yeah, it looks good.
but as more stuff is added, it's just gonna be harder and harder to upload.
Yeah.
I'm gonna enjoy that. I'll have to upload it when my internet isn't shitting itself.
Yeah, of course. Like we'll probably do it like earlier in the week than like Sunday.
Yeah,
2 hours
I waited
beforehand.
the last second just because it wasn't gonna take long to edit, but then I remember that I have to upload it. And I was
Yeah.
like,
Oh shit! I was thinking.
I need to do a speed test actually.
Ooh, let's
I was-
hear Hidden speed test.
Oh, the internet dies. I was gonna upload a play of the game once onto YouTube, and it was like estimated time 45 minutes. Like, no.
Yeah, I used to have stuff like that
45 minutes, not too bad. I mean, like.
for a play of the
game.
game.
How long it takes
720p, like 15-second video.
Yeah,
Oh,
for a play
that's
of
a
the
little
game. It's a little bit of a no.
Okay, so
You gotta get
my
that 500
download
kilobytes
time-
up.
Alright, let's see my upload. Okay, it's back where it should be. This is good. It's 100 up, no 100 down and 40 up.
I would
So-
kill for. That's faster than my down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like double- almost triple my down.
Problem is like it's so inconsistent that like for like 90% of the day it'll be up like 0.2 megabits, which is really really bad.
Yeah.
Sucks. All right, lads.
Good old NBN.
Well, that cuts away
Oh.
our segment for this time. We're going to have to say goodbye to Zephyr and File Ezek. I'm
Oh,
never going to
okay.
get it correctly. I'm sorry.
Is it? Wait,
okay,
it's
let's
funny.
let's sort it out
It's close
now.
enough.
Is it
Yeah,
Filezek
Filezek.
or
Filezek.
Filezek? Okay,
Filezek?
okay. Why are you making it so complicated, Bree?
Because I'm bad. Therefore, everything else has to be bad. All right. So thank you guys
Another
for coming on to the stream. We're going to have a little bit of a short intermission, and then we're going to bring in our new guests. But do you guys have any last words for our viewers?
Any last words?
Yeah, anything you want to shout out or
What the
like?
fuck? We're not killing them.
Well, any last words before you leave?
Okay.
Anything you want to shout out? Like anything, like
I don't have it. I don't have anything to plug.
You don't have anything to plug?
Oh, you just
Oh.
disappointed all your friends.
Aw.
I need to make a Twitter for my team and stuff.
Yeah, you
probably.
guys should follow the Paradigm's Twitter.
All right,
Oh,
everyone.
There you go.
What's,
There you
what's
go.
your at?
Start saying it. What's the at?
OW and Paradigm Shift.
At OW. Is that it? Just OW Paradigm?
W.
Paradigm Shift.
Fair enough. All right. So go
Yeah.
follow them there. Oh, he's put in the Twitch chat.
You
that
guys better
right?
watch out for our 3 teams. They're gonna like
Yeah.
pog
What are the
everybody.
name of all the teams again?
Paradigm Shift, Paradigm Drift, and Paradigm Rift.
Do you get the last two confused often?
Yeah. I think just then I did.
All right.
Not often, I guess.
Do you have anything to say, Zephyr?
Oh, no, just like reading through the chat and stuff and thinking people are gonna be super benched soon.
You're looking for new players hidden to totally join.
I'm trying for like 2 teams already.
You are.
Oh, yeah, actually.
Actually, I could always plug my friend's stream that happens because we.
No plugging other streams. No, go for it.
Okay.
Go for it.
No competition.
Red Mage's stream is twitch.tv/. No, I've got my push to talk set to something, so I can't see it like up in my URL bar.
Just like minimize.
Yeah, RGB Mage.
RGB Mage. All right, everyone, look out for that
Doesn't
person.
even know it.
And you know,
What a
tell
great friend.
them.
He's the main tank for our team, so we
Yeah.
get to see a wonderful perspective when
Oh,
we do
yeah.
When he's feeding.
matches or
yeah.
scrims.
Oh
When
yeah,
he's feeding.
when he's feeding.
Yikes.
I mean, he ain't wrong. All right, lads. It has been an absolute pleasure having you guys here.
Yeah, it's been a really good time.
I really hope
Thanks
I
for
see you
the invite.
guys
It was really good.
in stage 2 of AAOL, and I expect you all. I expect you both to be in Division 1.
Yeah, I do hope so. Be like,
I hope so. I hope so as well.
I mean,
But it's been a
you
pleasure.
guys are 4-0 at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Call Red Mage is crying.
Is that crying of laughter or tears of sadness? Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So hopefully I'll see you guys in Div 1, and hopefully we'll have you guys back on for the finale of the season,
oh boy.
We're talking up something there.
because that'll be a thing. It totally won't be 3 hours long this time. Probably like 5. But you know.
Oh no! As long as it's not as long as what happens in Open Div.
Well, like we literally did a 3-hour podcast in our first ones.
Yeah.
Oh,
It went for ages. Like some
Yeah.
people like were talking and interviewing just like for like overtime, I think.
Yeah, a little
And,
bit,
like,
but it was
everything-
good.
Everyone
It was
kept
fun.
getting like pushed back.
It was fun though.
Yeah, it was really good. It was really fun watching that.
Yeah. All right.
It just like went on for so long. Yeah.
We'll be back in these short messages. No, in a very short amount of
We
time.
have advertising.
round 2, let's go.
All right. Hello and welcome back. My audio has not screwed up this time, so this is an improvement from
Yay.
last time. We are definitely back with
Hello.
with Stress, everyone's
Hello.
favorite Stress from UA Fusion,
That's it.
and his dead Jim from UA Skunkworks.
Hello there.
So UA stands for Unreal Aussies. And these guys have been a part of the AAOL community for 2 seasons now, so they Stress very enthusiastic tonight.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Let's just start it off. What's your guys's like my English is goods. What was your favorite food growing up?
Favorite food?
Yeah, favorite food growing up.
Okay, so I think I love a good spaghetti bolognese, but I found out during my childhood and onwards that not everybody makes spaghetti bolognese the same way. And there's certain people who make it, and it's utter shit. Who the fuck?
I can agree with that. I had it
Carrots
like
and
for dinner
spaghetti
tonight.
You know,
It's
That's
so
cool.
weird.
I cook spaghetti bolognese with carrots, man. You gotta soften
not
them
on-
up properly and make them
not
small
on.
enough.
Yeah.
Tja.
Is that what
I mean,
you
if you have the little square ones, maybe, but circular carrots, spaghetti bolognese.
Yeah, no. Little
way.
square ones. You're right. You can't
No,
have
that's
big
not
discs
on.
of carrot. You can't. That's wrong. You're right. I agree.
Right. Has to be greasy as and full of taste. Balsamic vinegar is the key.
You're right there. You're definitely right there. What about you, Jim?
So you said food. You didn't. It doesn't have to be a meal, right?
Well,
so I'm
yeah.
gonna go
So,
with
so what's your favorite food growing up?
ice cream.
Ice cream.
Definitely.
Any
and I know,
particular
like,
flavor?
Neapolitan strawberry.
Oh, that's a
Specifically, the
classic.
strawberry in the Neapolitan,
Oh,
not
yeah.
just generic.
Just be strawberry ice cream, though.
No. It
It
needs to
has
be
to be
the strawberry from Neapolitan.
that.
Fair, definitely fair. That
What
sounds
about
like
you?
something a kid would definitely want.
What about you, Bree?
Like,
Yeah, Brie, man.
okay. Growing up, my favorite food was probably tacos because I didn't get them a hell of a lot, and I really enjoyed them.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
Tacos
Very-
are good.
very simple. What about yourself, Hidden?
It's a bit of a weird one, so don't judge me for this.
Ooh.
But
We might.
I really liked just like a bowl of rice with an egg on top.
No, that's not-
That is a bit weird.
Like
No,
shit
no.
ramen. Was the
That's
egg cooked?
surprisingly common. Are you of Asian persuasion?
No, not at all. It
Then
was
it's
just
weird.
cheap.
You're weird.
Yeah, that's why
Probably
I'm
a
saying
weird-
that's weird. That's, especially for a kid.
Judge me.
So
Oh,
was it like a boiled egg or like
Oh no, it was just like
S-
sunny
runny?
side up.
sunny? Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Did you put salt on it?
Oh, of course.
What about soy sauce?
Honestly, I
Okay.
can't remember. I was quite young, so I just know that it was just rice with an egg on top. And I really liked
my-
it, apparently, so
The rice.
My brother-in-law's answer would
Ratio.
have been rice with soy sauce. So
Yeah.
it's like- I think it's pretty common.
Yeah, I used to, rice with mayonnaise is also a good one.
rice with
Yeah.
mayonnaise.
Yep.
Oh,
What?
if we're going on weird,
Yeah, it's not terribly bad.
I do love
heard of
mayonnaise,
that.
though.
yeah, mayonnaise is amazing. But if you're going on the weird, another dessert option is you get pasta like penne, and what you do
Yeah.
is soft penne, just in a bowl, no meat or anything like that, just with honey and a cottage cheese. And you mix it up.
Weird.
Yeah, but it's
That's
amazing.
too complicated for my young self. Just like to slap a bit of spag bowl together and have that.
We've had.
Did you
some
cook it
people-
stressed, or is it more like just a make me spag bowl?
I cooked it as well. It was like we had 4 versions of spag bowl in my house. My mum's, my stepdad's, myself, and my brother's.
Which
Ooh.
one reigns supreme?
My stepdad's. It's
Nice.
the fucking best.
Can you rank them?
Probably stepdad's, mine, because I just copied my stepdad's.
Oh yeah, fair
Then
enough.
my mum's, and then my brother's.
Aw, sorry for your brother.
He
Feels bad.
he made other shit, which was pretty good.
We've had Sharky in the chat right now saying carrots in spag bowl and sort of like a disgruntled face.
Oh,
Yeah.
that game.
And then
Fancy.
someone saying just great carrot forehead. That's one way. It's definitely one way.
Yeah, I guess that's the other thing. How do you feel about carrots in spag bowl?
I think anything can work in any type of food as long as there's
Anything,
like
huh?
well,
Yeah, but
mo-
we're
like
specifically
but,
talking
like-
about carrots and spag bowl.
Okay,
here.
carrots
You're
can
trying
do-
to avoid the question. here?
carrots
he
can work
doesn't
in
wanna
spag
admit it.
bowl as long as there's a good consistency with every other spice and like all the other stuff that's already in it. You know?
Yeah, I feel it's so different. It's like putting fruit in tacos, I guess.
What?
I'd put. Well,
I guess
you
Putting
do.
fish in tacos.
You do put fruit
Oh,
in
yeah.
tacos though. You put
Yeah,
tomatoes.
tomato.
Ah,
Yeah.
Oh,
Got him.
Boo.
on the technicality. Shame.
And
Shame.
pineapple.
Lame joke. Pineapple in a taco.
Yeah, one of my friends growing up used to have pineapple in tacos.
See, I like pineapple
Yeah.
on pizza, and apparently, like that's like half and half. People don't like that, and people do. But pineapple in a taco doesn't make sense to me.
No, that's pretty strange.
No,
I guess if you have it when you're growing up, and then
Yeah.
you just accept it.
Yeah.
as I said, it was a friend. I haven't managed to try it, but I would do it.
Black sheep
Yeah, I
of the group, yeah.
Way to try it.
When in doubt, pineapple it out.
Oh.
Shocker.
See,
Pineapple's not good.
wow, are you
In
just
general.
dissing pineapple?
Just in general, I don't care if you put pineapple on pizza, but I
Mhm.
don't like pineapple. It's like spicy sweet.
Really?
Yeah,
You know
Uh,
what, Stress?
too much.
Do you feel tomatoes are spicy as well?
Not spicy in the general sense.
But like there's a
Gin.
certain acidity to it that is like unwelcome. Would you say that?
Not in tomatoes. I don't sense it.
Okay. The reason I ask is because there's certain chemicals in them that I think may be common across the two. But
Yeah.
never mind then.
Now we're on education stream chat.
Yeah.
You got to change the topic.
We've gone from mess stream to education stream.
Fantastic.
Alright, so you guys both obviously play Overwatch, and both in the AAOL, both have amazing teams.
Yeah, one of us does.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Stress. That's all right. Man.
Yeah,
You
don't
guys
be
will
so
get
hard
there.
on yourself. But so obviously Overwatch, but you guys would have played previous games, and we asked this with our last guest, but I think it's a good question. What other games did you guys play growing up?
You go, Jim.
Sure. How much detail do you want to go into here?
Oh, go as far as you want, man.
It all started in the late 80s with the Atari 2600. The wood veneer finish.
Damn, dude.
Really detailed.
And my dad would bring back pirated EPROMs, so like chips from his work. Like, so basically he just had a tray of chips that were all the different games that were available, and you had to pop them into a you have made a grave mistake. He managed to copy and pirate all these games, which is fucking awesome. So we played a lot of that. But if you want to talk more about what you kids would understand as gaming, I guess you could say I started with Quake, the original Quake, Quake World Quake, and then Team Fortress, the original Team Fortress, none of this trashy new business.
TF Classic.
TF2.
No, even before Classic, mate. What the hell? TF Classic? TF Classic was on the Half-Life engine, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm talking Quake World Team Fortress, which was amazing. And I have a few friends who are like freaking amazing. And then Counter-Strike came along, of course. One of my friends who is probably listening right now, Solgar, he's insane at Counter-Strike. So I stopped playing that pretty briefly after coming up against him. And
Fair.
yeah. And then I guess the standard, like I played WoW, I played Final Fantasy 11 a lot, RPGs. In terms of team shooters, I did play TF2 for a while, but Overwatch really clicked for me, and I switched back from console. I was a PC gamer for ages, console for a while with Halo and things like that, and then I switched back to PC with Overwatch because PC Master Race, you know how it is.
I thought Jim was going to say he used to play with rocks and sticks. Probably
and
pretty
sticks.
accurate. Probably.
Jeez,
Didn't everyone play with rocks and sticks at one point in their lives?
But as a video game, probably.
Probably is one.
Yeah.
What about you, Stressed?
It rust.
was-
Literally
yeah.
rust.
True.
I was kind of a late bloomer. I actually started, I think, with Fallout 3. I was playing a bit of Halo on my classic just Xbox, and then I saw my stepdad playing Fallout 3, and then it took me ages, but I convinced my mum to let me play Fallout 3. And my stepdad was against it. You know, he's like saying, "Oh, there's decapitations, and you can blow people up into just bits." But I guess it was alright. Then I kind of
Unreal
moved to
Tournament.
Halo. Unreal Tournament. Yeah,
That's
I had a
lovely.
bit of that actually as well, but
Mhm.
like late, because you know I'm a '90s kid.
Early 90s kids will remember that.
Early 90s kids would remember.
That's it. Halo 3, only '90s kids. All right.
Definitely.
Yeah. Then like moved on to Halo, then on to Battlefield. Played a lot of Battlefield before. Like
lot of shooters.
me. Yeah, I've just mainly played shooters. Actually, a bit of Command and Conquer, but I didn't like it because my friend just kept looking up how to beat me online, and then he just goes straight, and I didn't play it enough, so I just stopped playing that. And
Is that Red
then
Alert?
moved on to Counter Strike. Generals,
Okay.
Command and Conquer. I got it in like a battle pack with Battlefield 1942, I think it was, and there was like a bunch of fucking sick games. I just played them to death, and then to Counter Strike, and then to Overwatch.
Yeah, awesome.
So yeah, mainly shooters actually. Bit of RPG, but mainly like competitive shooters.
Yeah. Well, that's
Interesting,
interesting.
because you've
Yeah.
got a background in competitive shooters, yet you don't play any of the DPS hit scan style
Yeah, he plays
damage
Mercy.
dealers. I don't know. No, he doesn't actually.
I don't play Mercy. I hate Mercy.
It's too hard, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm,
she's
not,
a
I'm just
really
I
high
like playing.
playing.
I like playing like first person shooters, but you know, just shooting, it's so fucking boring. You know, it just
You're
gets
just clicking
old.
on heads, right?
Doing it
What's the point?
all that time. Yeah, point and click adventure. You know,
Right.
I can't understand
The
people
visual
who
comic.
play
That's
Widowmaker. You know, That-
Wait, so
trash.
what do you
the
play?
most boring character.
What
I
do
play
you
support mainly.
Yeah, you play Zen,
Got
don't
most
you?
hours on Zen. Yeah,
Yeah, so you play point and click adventure.
I guess, but it's more, you know, having the
Hang
extra
on.
aspect of having to worry about your team.
It's
rather
point
than-
and click.
Isn't
point to
every
back
first
forward.
person shooter a point and click adventure if we're gonna be like this?
I mean, to an extent, you know,
Hammond.
like the big end would be Widowmaker and Soldier.
Yeah.
They're the biggest point and
The
click
hit
adventures.
scan, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then you have
McCree.
like further down, you know, the projectile ones like Fire. It's not really point and click. Zen, not really, and you have to worry about your team. So I kind of weigh it up like that.
Ooh, there's a burn for you in Twitch chat, Stressed.
Is this guy
Is this guy
Bronze?
Bronze?
Wait, who,
That's Fusions. That's the point and click adventure guy. He gets mad when I say it.
He's captain of your team, isn't he?
Kind
Last time I
of.
checked.
kind
I mean, we all
of.
kind of share captain, but
For
then
for
he's decided
AAOL
to put it
purposes,
under
he
his
definitely
name.
is.
Yeah.
Jim gets carried in his team. Wow, you must have some really buff guys.
Carried to a losing streak. Yeah.
Jim's kind of small.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's true.
What
Have you
about
guys
you,
talked
Jim?
about the current AOL standings? If not, any chance you could, that would be cool. All right, I will have a little bit of a talk about the AOL standings. There's 2 teams that haven't. Wait, no, 4 teams that haven't verified like who's won yet. So the standings are a little bit off. But I also don't think they've been updated properly.
So organized.
Well,
Quick
yeah.
question,
'cause
Bree.
we're
Did we
doing it.
win yesterday? Because I wasn't playing.
No.
You did not.
No, we did not.
it's
We
2-0.
went 2-0.
Wow. Probably some trash healers playing.
Yeah. No. Look,
believe
I'm
you guys
allowed
had
to
trouble
say
actually
that.
getting a healer.
I'm allowed to say that because I played Mercy at the start.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
Um,
Which one? Which one did you draw on? Was it the third map you drew?
yeah, Hanamura.
Oh man.
We both ended up playing me. They stole my strat.
Yeah.
We full held, and then they full held.
Okay. Well, that's good then. Well, as soon as you switched off Mercy.
So
Yeah, actually, interesting. Interesting. You say that, Stress. It sounds accurate.
Yeah, Mercy. Not fun.
It's not. But yeah. Stuff
Are you
happens.
in other
So
standings?
at the moment, I can tell you that UA Skunkworks is evenly has the same amount of points match wins as UA Fusions.
Right.
So
That's not good.
but we have more points overall because we've won more maps
Oh, okay.
and we've tied maps.
Interesting.
Fantastic.
So if we're gonna jump into friendly rivalry right now, I think it's probably a good point. Good time to point out that what is it? 80% of my team have never played like proper competitive Overwatch before, so I'm super proud of the guys.
You
for doing
guys,
so well.
you guys did really well. I'm really proud of you guys, and I think that comes down to the coaching you got the other day.
Yeah, we decided not to listen to that, and we won our game right after.
Wow,
No.
toxic.
I'm assuming that it was Bree who was
Yeah.
coaching. Oh
He
yeah, I
kinda
remember
coached
hearing
both
about
our
that.
teams. Kinda.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust his coaching.
Wow.
Nah, he's
everything he does
literally
for
done
you.
nothing for our team.
I'm waiting to get your contact details hidden because
Yeah.
we need to talk.
All right.
And you can get some real coaching. Oh, you did use it on Hanamura.
Shh, Ag, don't tell him that.
Oh, I'm proud of you guys that you actually did it. No, that's a really good thing because that means that you guys actually were able to. Well, not just that. Like you've told me what your issues have been with the team before, and I thought that composition would work with you guys, and I'm really proud that managed to work for you. 3 supports
Yeah, 3
aggressive. Yeah.
No, definitely. No, they're good guys. They anything that we can use to learn or push ourselves forward, we do. That's the thing. I'm really happy with my team.
Yeah, I'm
I
really
would
proud of you
say-
guys. You're going really well. Like,
Yeah.
especially for people who played less.
Stress
you
wants
guys are
to
going
join you guys now.
well. I think me and Narked were a little bit brutal on our commentary. You guys were going well. You know,
Yeah,
once
it's just like you need a Zen. You need a Zen. Well, 2 people who play Zen were at work or at some an engagement dinner or something like that. So he spent like the whole hour and a half going Zen.
Just like chuck someone who plays DPS onto Zen. That's all I would
Yeah.
say. Is like
We
just
did?
do that.
We did for one match. It wasn't working out. So
Oh,
we figured
really?
we'd
Oh, it
end
was
up
one.
playing-
Oh, disappointing.
Naked can't join. He needs to be carried by Jeff.
Oh,
We all need to be carried by Jeff, though. Then Jeff needs to be carried by us. So it's kind of a.
actually, didn't we beat you guys in a scrim recently?
Yes.
I recall us beating you in a scrim.
Yeah, that's after the amazing coaching.
yeah.
Also,
And one
You're
of
really
our
upselling this
DPS left.
one of your DPS left.
Yeah, and got traded in for another member of Unreal Aussies that doesn't play Overwatch. So I mean, you've still
That's a
won though.
bummer.
Good job.
So it sounds like your DPS is carrying then. Is that what's happening? Oh yeah, Fusions got subbed out for Pointy. That's
Yeah.
right.
That's
Pointy,
it.
Pointy
I didn't
plays-
want to, name names, but sure, Aga, it was Pointy who let us down. Thanks for that one.
Wow, that was no. It wasn't that. It was just that
I'm just joking.
it
I'm
was
just
clearly
joking.
that Skunkworks found a plan and they managed to execute it brilliantly.
Of
yes.
course. That was, yeah.
Shame.
Lee Skunk
So-
can put up teams for a scrim.
What a
That's-
internal Unreal Aussies banter we got to stop doing because a lot of people just aren't going to understand.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, it's probably most people from Unreal Aussies watching right now.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, for those that aren't in Unreal Aussies that may want to know, what are you guys about? Someone give us a lowdown.
Ooh-wee. We're a fantastic community run by a great guy named Naked.
No,
he's
it's
a
Naked.
Naked. Sorry, my bad.
Is
We're
that
just
any
a
better?
bunch of guys and gals and whoever, and we just jump on Discord. We play games. We meet up at PAX as well. You get a T-shirt if you pay for it. You get a T-shirt. Walk around. Really intimidating. We're playing Overwatch. Like,
It's funny. That's where I met.
tournament.
That's where I met Unreal Aussies. Was at PAX last year.
Ah,
So
oh, yeah,
I entered
of
the
course.
I entered the Overwatch 20 there. So I waited in line with no one else. I made up a team of 6 people. Everyone was a Mercy main, and we still I
pretty
still
good.
almost outsniped Fusions there, which is fun. Not really, but yeah. So then I started chatting to them to see what they were up because I'm looking for like cool communities. I was looking for cool communities to jump in on and support. And Unreal Aussies does have a pretty broad umbrella in the kinds of games they play, and they're pretty. I won't say serious, but it's a fun and friendly community. It's pretty inclusive, and there's very little toxicity or anything along those lines. Just a fun group of people to play with.
Yeah, it's it's great actually. I went from I got kicked out of the last clan I was in for reasons we won't go into. It's a good story though.
Probably toxicity. Like,
It
be honest
was
there.
a bit different. It's a good story. But then I brought all these guys and Fusions knows Nukid and we all and yeah, then we all joined and it's like we made the Overwatch and he didn't have the Overwatch area. He didn't have a problem with it. Before they were just like playing mostly HOTS, I think. They have HOTS nights. They have all different nights. HOTS nights, Sunday Fun Day where they play a random game. We have Overwatch nights on Tuesdays. Feel free to come join as well.
Oh yeah.
Just message me or any other Unreal Aussies for a link to the Discord. You can come play. We usually do like 6v6 stuff or whatever. It's pretty good. I
Or
suggest it.
Ladies
Or we could go
ladies
one.
night on Fridays.
We could go one further and just
Yeah,
post the
of
link
course.
for Unreal Aussies in the Twitch chat right now.
There you go.
Yeah.
Look at
Uh,
the shout
I'll
out.
get the invite link. Hold on. Do you have it? Or do you want to put it in as the admin?
It's pronounced naked kid.
Naked kid.
Oh,
Sorry.
no.
Naked children. Sorry, my bad.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Hey, all
We're
children
crossing
are
some lines here.
All children
My
are
bad.
naked when they are born.
That's right. You know,
And all
it's
children have to
only
be naked when they
natural.
go to the shower or the bath.
Stop digging the hole. Stop digging the hole. Get out of that
Let's
hole.
change the
Pronounced-
subject real quick.
It's pronounced
Get out. Get out of the hole, Bree.
it's pronounced Kanakared.
Kanaka. Right up the Kanaka.
Kanakared.
Okay, Knackered. That's a cool name.
That just says knackered.
No, it says
What? No.
That says knackered. In the
There we
It's
go.
just-
There's the Discord link right there.
Yeah, I think there's actually some peeps in the Overwatch lobby right now. Can actually see they're all making fun of Jim by putting he's dead and then their last
Oh no.
in their name.
No, that's not
Yeah.
making fun of me. That's them wanting to be like me. No,
Sorry. Just a bit of of course. My bad.
Not everyone can be captain of a successful team, right, Fusion?
Yeah, sorry. I just used to them making fun of me, so I just assumed. My bad.
Oh, feels bad, man.
How have you guys been enjoying AAOL so far? Like, obviously, Jim, you're brand new for this season, but Stretch, you played last season, so
Yeah, it was good, except for you know what I'm gonna say.
the podcast.
Saturday nights. No, the podcast is alright.
Oh.
Oh thank God.
Saturday night. Saturday night. fucking playtime. It's too hard.
Yeah,
No.
I know it's really hard on a lot of people, and I would really love to be able to have it set up so that people can play throughout the week, but we would
That'd be
have to
great.
look into it a little bit more before we could do that.
Just let I guess just, put them and say you have to play by Sunday, or at least put your scores in by Sunday.
Yeah, so we've brought that up, but the issue is obviously we want to be able to have someone in queries in case people have queries.
Right.
So.
The other thing is you
yeah.
could get pushed around by the other captain for a while. So if someone's like delaying, you're wasting a whole week's worth of potential playtime for the opponent's team.
We would,
Yeah,
And then-
that's true.
we would probably have like a set time, but the availability to reschedule.
Yeah, like just get everyone to send in their times, throughout the week, and you can just have someone in the
It's an
queries
option,
place.
but unfortunately, a lot of the moderators and admins aren't available throughout the week,
Yeah, it's hard.
which would then put pressure on people that were available throughout the week.
Yeah. that's
Okay.
fair enough.
So, by the way, I actually did compete in last season of
you did?
AAOL. Thank you very much. And I had a
I thought you
100%
had.
win rate.
I thought you
100%
had,
win
but I
rate.
wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
So I
were
was
playing
subbing in-
under. Oh, you were subbing.
Yeah, for Unreal Aussies, which wasn't UA Fusion. It was just Unreal Aussies.
I knew
Yeah.
I saw you somewhere.
But I only played one match.
That
to
was,
tell you the truth.
wait,
And we
was,
won.
Wait,
so
was
it's
that
100%.
against
Oh, yeah.
us? Was
That's all
that
that
against
matters.
Probably.
Doggos?
It was Easy
Possibly.
Team. I can't remember who it was.
It was probably us.
Okay.
Was it Doggos? Someone confirm.
Easy Team, Doggos, they go
Was it
hand in hand,
Doggos?
so-
Was it Doggos when we had like no members? We had to get a bunch of
Okay,
subs.
Probably something like that. Yeah, we were resorting to subs a lot of the time as well, though.
I don't even think Hidden was there
I think I was that stage 1 or stage 2.
too.
I don't think I was there.
I think you were sick.
Oh, I might not have been able to play, but I was like in the team stage
no.
2.
It was the week before you went on your Sydney thing, so you might have been there.
Yeah, I think I was there. And I just remember like we got stomped like every week basically. It was very sad.
Mm.
remember
Hey, I
having
think
to
we
go
went
to
2-1.
cafes.
Don't be that way. I think we won Junker Town.
Hey, at least we won our division. Or not won our division, but came
third.
in the was it the bronze finals thing?
Yeah, we got
Four.
bronze and in Div 4. It was great. Proud of
That
us.
counts as a win.
Yeah. Considering
no.
we only barely qualified for the finals, like the week before we were up against No Mercy, and a lot of our subs weren't like everyone wasn't there pretty much, and we're like, oh, cried. So we're versing No Mercy, and we were having trouble. We'd lost the first 2 maps, then we just like stomped the 3rd map, and because we won 1 map, we made it to finals instead of No Mercy.
Right.
It was very sad.
So, I mean, how to answer your question
Mhm.
around how we're finding this season,
Yeah, how are you finding this season?
it's going pretty decently. I've had some struggles personally with Battlefy. I don't know if anyone else is having those issues. Yeah, like accounts getting locked out, and then it's not locked out. I log in, but I get grey screen all the time. It's just freaking hard to do stuff. Other than that, it's the support structure you guys have put in place is pretty handy. So I know that if I have any issues, I can ask in queries, and someone answers it relatively quickly, which is nice. As far as the other captains that I've interacted with, there's quite a few because we've been scrimming a lot. Like that's a fair important part of our gameplay, especially since we're all new. So I've been putting us up against random other teams that are of similar level to us, and everyone's really professional, and it's been really good to see. So I'm pretty happy. The 2 time slots thing probably on Saturday night is a bit of a challenge because we don't know until what is it, like Wednesday, Thursday. Time slot will be.
So the past 2 weeks we have put them out on either Tuesday or Wednesday. We really
Right.
wanted to put them out Tuesday this week, but we had a little bit of a complication, so we were sort of like messing around with that a little bit. But our aim is to try and get them out Tuesday,
Right.
because then we can have people like, they can look for subs throughout the week and stuff like that. Obviously, we would love to put them out Monday.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get the administrative challenges around it as well. So
Yeah, like we give
I'm
people
not
the
upset.
chance.
It's just a
We do give people the chance to reschedule on Sundays. So if they're rescheduling Sunday, then we have to find out the score by the end of Sunday night, and then Monday a lot of people are very busy. So then we have to verify all of the scores, set up the scores, and then start looking into the brackets or like the divisions or the Swiss, like who's up against who basically. And yeah, I did not talk about those teams. I was not able to. Sorry, changing subject. Jupiter. I was not able to talk about those teams because I don't know exactly what they are. We haven't fully updated our rosters yet. I could look into it, but right now we're having this podcast, trying to make a discussion. I can look into it briefly during like a small period after we're done with our current conversation, but until then, like we'll keep it at this. So
Down, jeez.
Brutal.
tears of Jupiter on the way.
Yeah, Jupiter was just asking about teams that the 4 teams that went 4-0. That's what Bree was responding to.
So it's Paradigm Shift, Bella Pogue, Cascade, and Athon, I believe, that are 4-0. Paradigm and Cascade we had on in our previous pod, literally half an hour ago. They were
about 40 minutes ago.
Bella Pogue, winners of AAOL Season 3. Athon, no real idea as to who they are. I've had a chat with their captain. Clearly they're a good team, and we will be seeing hopefully more of them next week during the streams, because we will probably end up streaming one of those games.
Cool.
Which is definitely something that's improved throughout the AAOL this season, is our stream.
Yeah, and having all those sub streamers as well, that's working out pretty well.
Yeah, we're able
Everyone's
to have
streaming their own matches.
a lot of streamers now and a lot of casters.
It gives you a yardstick of like what not to do, right?
Yeah. It gives us a chance to like have people available.
Yeah, that's fair. No, cool.
My favorite streamer is Bree because he forgets to unmute himself.
Hey, no, I'm his favorite streamer because I streamed his favorite game.
Oh yeah,
Cluster Truck.
Uh,
Everyone look
more
up.
inside joke.
Everyone look
I
up
like
Cluster Truck speedrunning, and you'll find hidden on YouTube.
Right.
True fact. True fact. He's a
Yeah,
professional.
you were talking
Is
about
indeed
hidden
true.
before. I remember this.
He's a professional speedrunner. Everyone.
Professional. That would imply I get paid.
Do you get paid out?
Oh yeah, in the
Yeah.
comment section.
Damn.
Well, you do have a record for Cluster Truck, so
Oh yeah. Anyway, that's off topic.
yeah. Anyway, we'll continue with that topic that we had before. Please continue, Jim.
What was I saying?
I have no clue.
Before that. Yeah. So you're asking about the
How you found the AAOL? You were saying that obviously bringing out the roster,
yeah,
like
so it's a
the
bit-
stuff is a bit.
Right. Other than that, it's been going pretty well. I mean, obviously, it's my first. My previous season, I was just a sub and I didn't do much. But now, being a captain, I've been doing a lot more of the arranging and behind the scenes stuff with the other captains and making sure everything's on board. And it's pretty decent. So, look, I'm pretty happy with it. It's something that, for those of you who are listening who haven't done it before, I strongly recommend you do it. Even if you think your team is like not ready. We were scrimming against another team who are pretty decent, but they weren't confident enough to jump in. And I'm like, dude, it's the amateur Australian Overwatch League, right? So just get in and have fun. Exactly. If you lose every week, who cares? Have fun and use it as a learning tool, progress for next season. But by not jumping in because you're afraid, like what are you afraid of? Who cares if you lose? Just change it. Like, if you're really worried about tarnishing your awesome team name, just rename yourself right the next season. Problem solved.
Yeah, that's why
just
they
have
went
fun.
from Unreal Aussies to Unreal Aussies Fusions. So this time,
Skunkworks.
UA
and
Fusion,
UA
Skunkworks.
UA Fusion. So when UA Fusion loses, it just comes down to Fusion. It doesn't matter about anyone else. It's just like UA didn't win. It was Fusion.
Oh, hold on.
Fusion.
Hold on.
So just a bit of background there. The team UA Fusion their captain's name is Fusions,
Fusions
or rather
97.
Fusions 297, right?
That's it.
Something to do with
297.
melting point of hydrogen, which is weird because it
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense. Melting point of hydrogen, but whatever. That's
You know.
that's Fusion 297 for you.
I got a little fun story about fusions.
Oh gosh. Is it
back in high school.
Is it age
It's not
appropriate?
Yes, it's fine.
Okay, good.
Back in high school, like Fusions had his name because I've known him since high school, so for a couple of years, and then
Two and a
there's
half
this
years,
other
right?
guy. Yeah, sure. And there was this other guy, and he made his shuffle name Fusions Shuffling.
Oh,
And I got really annoyed. at
you
him
know,
'cause
it's
he
an old
spelled
story when
Fusions
shuffling's
his
brought
name.
up.
Yeah, it was great. It was really funny. And then we just, he didn't change his name, and then he pretended to get asthma from a smoke machine. So I didn't like the guy that much.
So, for the people that don't know what shuffling is, care to explain?
Do you know what hard style is? If not, then you need to go find some hard style mixes. A bit of DEFCON 1.
Oh, yes,
and
the
then
classic.
Imagine wearing socks on a wooden floor that's polished and then sliding around, but trying to make it a dance.
That's
Like
shuffling.
flaying your arms around. That's shuffling, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Similar to gabbering, if you know what that is.
God.
It's just generally, fairly dumb and hilarious.
Yeah, shuffling was really popular at one point.
At
Yeah.
one point.
And hardstyle was big. Now it's just not big.
This is not big. Yeah,
It's just not.
That's the easiest way to explain it.
We're getting some high information from Ag in the comments right now. Hydrogen
I
melts below
had to fact check him.
0
He's
centigrade.
wrong.
He's wrong?
It's minus 259.2. You got to
Oh,
be
the
accurate.
the point two is
Okay.
important.
Oh, yeah. It's very important.
One quick Google search, and wow, you guys making each other look real bad.
But isn't it crazy how Fusion 297, and I just randomly picked hydrogen, by the way. I don't think he knows what hydrogen is, but isn't it interesting that it's so close to 297? Like it's almost a typo.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's a long way off. It's in the 200s, Ag. You got to give him that. Don't smash fusions that badly.
Couldn't we change the melting point of hydrogen to 297?
Well,
do
look,
you
I've
think?
seen fusions play Widow. I reckon he can do it.
I mean, if it was just a point and click adventure, I think he'd be able to do it too. Oh man.
He's got two Z's, mate.
I just
Aggies
wanna confirm that I asked Fusion who he wanted to represent UA Fusion, and he said Stress. So this is on you.
Yeah, no, he knew this was gonna happen.
He knew.
I've got personal vendettas against him. Nah, hype man.
Hey, we can
Control.
just tell stories about you too.
Yeah, we've known each other for too long. I think once we met, it was too long.
Pretty sure we could straight up say, how is it down in bronze, Stress?
Oof.
Down
How
in
is-
Bond.
Yeah, bronze. You got to bronze, right?
Got to
No, I got close.
What?
No, I didn't get close. I just lost a bunch of rank.
He lost
In,
a
like,
lot.
2
A
days
lot
or
of rank.
something.
It was
like
like what,
hundreds.
20 games?
It was horrible.
Whoa.
Yeah, but that's that. Sometimes when Fusions jumps on his Smurf, he doesn't like trying and he likes annoying me, so he just waits to the end of the game and just does nothing. I'm not going to
Gross.
record him. Yeah,
By do nothing, you mean stops carrying? Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
he stops playing usually, and Jeff's a good contender of that, but he's been playing on his main account, so I don't know what you'd call that. But yeah,
Self-carrying.
huh?
Like self-carrying? I don't know.
Anti-carrying.
Anti-carry.
That's
Anchoring.
it. Anchoring.
Anchoring,
Anti-carrying.
Rowing.
I'm liking these the highlight stuff you got going on, Brie, as well.
I know.
It's
It's
actually
almost
pretty-
like
the
it's
good one
on.
came out. The
It's on.
tour.
It's
Oh,
on
yeah, it's a
Hulu,
good
but
one.
it's a pretty short loop. So I'm guessing you guys don't get many play of the games. Is that accurate?
Well, it's not us. It's not us. It's everyone. We were just trying to fill it so that it would get up to 10 minutes.
I just chucked in whatever I could just to get to 10 minutes at one point.
He didn't
that
even
one,
put
that
in
one was
the-
my favorite one.
He didn't even put in the one that I asked him to put in.
I forgot. I put in like a bunch of like filler stuff, and then I was like, I'm missing something, and I said, oh well, it's over 10 minutes, and then I
Seeing some
uploaded it.
amazing Doomfist play right here. Back when I used to be able to play Doomfist.
Well, I didn't know you at that point, but I feel like I've known you since Doomfist has been out.
It didn't last.
I wanted to
very
say something to what Stressed is kind of hinting at as well, but I thought it's not nice.
Go for it. Go for it.
So during the in-house, the Unreal Aussies in-house on Tuesday nights at
Yeah.
7 p.m. EST, during those matches, you played a lot of May. You played a lot of. I think you played Doomfist. What did
I
you
played
switch to?
Doomfist at one point and then immediately
You
got
did.
killed, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll swap off. It was on this map that we're seeing right now.
Right. It feels like you've been
What map
hard
is that,
counted.
Brie? Sorry.
All of them. But
What do you mean?
You're
it
bad
feels
on
like
every
you're being-
map.
being hard counted. I remember last week I was watching while we were playing, and I'm like, this is
Was it?
Bree, man. He just coached us, right? And I'm like,
Yeah.
is he throwing? We throwing much?
I'll be 100% honest. Like obviously
Go on.
the in-house is about having fun.
So
So I wanted to play fun heroes. That's the idea,
Excuses.
right? So
I
that's
guess
why
is
I played.
your idea of fun throwing.
No, my idea of fun was playing May. I won the first map that I played May. Thank you.
You
I
see,
thought we were still talking
he's,
about
he's
you,
a good coach, but he's not a good player.
Yeah, that's true.
That's fair.
How many times have we 1v1, Brie?
A lot.
Probably up nearing 100. How many times have you won?
None. Not losing every single one. It's just I've never
Just-
won all of it.
Yeah.
But you've
I've
lost.
never
every
like it's
single one.
best of 9. Like not best of 9, first to 9.
How many of
and-
those have you won?
So like
He hasn't won
I've
any.
never won
Sounds
any.
like you've
Like I've
won
never
none.
gotten 9, and it's all mystery heroes as well. So
Yeah.
like I don't know what I'm gonna get,
Right.
but I have come close. I have gotten 8 to 9 before. That was the closest I got.
Yeah, we've started to set a handicap on me, so I do 75% damage.
Hey, no, I've done it before. I did that before then, thank you.
Yeah,
I
but-
went 8 to 9, and if you remember correctly, your handicap was your cat sitting on your arm.
Yeah, true.
Jeez. What are you guys doing?
Brie, it just gets sadder and sadder.
Hidden
That's
is
right. They say
a massive...
if you can't do, you teach, right? That's what they say.
Exactly.
Oh.
And he's not very good at that anyway, so he should just quit.
No, look, in Bree's defense, I've seen the notes that he's been writing up for UA Fusion, and they're like pretty. I can't say they're on point because I haven't watched all of UA Fusion's games, but they're very concise and like well written. So like,
That's
props
interesting.
to him. Props to him for
I
that.
wouldn't use the word well written.
Jim, because I haven't seen these notes, and I
Why
don't know
haven't you
if
seen
anyone
them?
else has seen those notes on
they're
the
in
chat.
the I've posted them.
Who left?
He said this is good. Rage
He's just gone.
Hello.
My bad.
I have notifications off for when people leave, so I didn't even know he
That's
left.
good.
I'm
Oh.
being nice, Ag.
He's saying, "What do I do for a living?" Because he
If
knows
you
that
can't
I
do, you
actually-
teach. Yeah, you teach.
I do, but if you can't do, you teach. But it doesn't mean if you teach that you can't do.
Yes, it does.
What do you teach? You teach like
Look, if you
primary
can't,
school?
look, if you can't, okay.
It feels that way when I talk to you guys, actually.
So rude.
Only
The-
teaching.
The idea is that if you can't do, you teach. If you can't teach, you teach gym.
Oh.
Like as in like personal training.
Dead Jim?
No, as in
Yeah,
we
you mean
teach
me.
you. No,
Okay.
no,
Like
it's actually like gym is in the class.
Right.
The
Oh,
American
okay.
term.
I was really confused.
You mean like PDHPE? Do you mean
Yeah,
like
that's the one.
sport?
like PE sport.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a joke on the fact that like sports, like teaching sport is easier than teaching any other class.
Was a funny joke. Wow.
Ha 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 ha!
That was a good one, Bree.
Someone
Nice
else
work.
give me a laugh
Also
in the
a
chat.
pun about Jim.
I'll give you
Yeah, I thought
a.
it was funny if it was about me. Yeah. I reckon.
I mean, I
Yeah,
did
that would've
originally
been
say
better.
that, and I was like, nah.
Oh, sure. Okay. Yep.
I'll use the actual reason. Uh-huh.
What were you gonna say? Hayden?
Oh, nothing. Don't worry. I was just saying
Maybe
I'll
should,
put a haha in chat for you, Brie.
You would.
That was a funny one. I'm not seeing the haha in chat there. It is.
There we go.
From
I
me.
had it on foot as well.
Oh,
What
there we
is
go.
the
2
crossbow?
ha-has.
It was a great joke now. Good job. Well done.
Thank you.
You should feel accomplished.
I do. I feel very accomplished.
I'm gonna add everyone in chat as a friend.
Oh gosh. Did you guys obviously when starting Overwatch there's so many heroes. Was there any hero that you when you started that you really enjoyed?
Wow, great question.
I enjoy hearing this all the time from people. Because
Yeah,
everyone
so
has
before-
different tastes.
I didn't have access to the beta, so I played only watch for a while. So I was watching streamers and stuff play and not be able to play myself, which is very annoying. And I stalked the Play Overwatch website to look at all the other heroes and what they did and all this. And I'm like made these assumptions. I reckon I'll play this guy and I reckon I'll play that guy. And everyone's always like Genji.
Yeah.
And I thought Hanzo would be cool and not a loser, but that's not the case. So
Yeah, it is.
so when I actually did get Overwatch, I played typical hit scan safety style. I'll try soldier out and things like that, and it was all right. But I found that I started gravitating towards support roles. It just makes sense with my gameplay style. I
That's
guess
a
you could say.
shame.
Yeah, sort of. It means that, especially since I got a lot of hours on Mercy, that I'm
That's
not
a
as well
real
practiced
shame.
with hit scan and stuff as I could be. But now I play Ana, I play Zen, I play Moira a lot as well.
That's good.
I play Pharah and Projectile. Junkrat as well, which I know Stressed is his favorite.
Mm.
But I really started popping off on Junkrat and having a great time, laughing hardcore, manically
Wakanda.
laughing while playing.
Oh gosh.
We just had someone say Wakanda in the chat.
Lex, that's
Please,
Lex,
no.
yeah.
That's the
Terrible.
team that we lost to the other week when I wasn't there.
Okay.
For the record, I was not there.
Yeah, I guess I actually had a very specific problem when Overwatch originally released,
Mhm.
and this is a problem very few people had. It's because I have a 21:9 screen, like an ultra wide screen. They didn't stretch it out. They put fucking black bars on the side.
Oh, what the fuck?
It was completely unplayable. It just annoyed the fuck out of me. I played.
I had the same. I had the same.
That's why I'm
actually.
such low level. I couldn't play for I bought it
Mhm.
and then I couldn't play for a month when everyone was just playing, and then I don't know, a month and a half or 2 months later they released the thing because all the people that had the screens were complaining because it's unplayable with the black bars.
Yeah.
It's just nothing I could do. But yeah, I would have been up the levels of all my other friends. But yeah, but I was playing McCree mainly, bit of point and click action. But then I rotated off that when I found Zen, when he was really good as well. It did insane damage, and then I played him for, I think it was 200 hours. Then I started
Damn.
playing other healers. Yeah, well, he used to be you have to have him. He used to be essential.
Yeah.
Now you have a few other builds, you can swap him out for a few other people. So I thought I'd
Yeah.
learn them as well, and they're just as fun.
It's like how Hidden has a lot of hours on Tracer because she was so essential.
Yeah, for a whole year basically.
yeah, for sure.
How many
It
hours
does
do you have on
matter.
Tracer? Probably 500.
Oh no, nowhere near that. Are you serious?
If
I
you
didn't play
count
that
scrims.
much. Oh, even with scrims, probably not that much because my level isn't that high. I only
Yeah, but-
play scrims at the moment.
We would play
probably-
5 hours of scrims a week, and you were always playing Tracer pretty much.
Yeah, probably upwards in 200, 300 hours on Tracer.
Wow.
Yeah, cool.
I have that on Hanzo. And that was before the new meta.
You were just throwing.
Says a
it
lot
doesn't
about you,
count.
Bree. It
I
says a
wasn't
lot about you.
throwing.
Yeah.
Scatter was broken, and I got dared to.
If you were good at using it.
I was.
Broken.
Mhm.
I
You
used
don't
it
have to
on
be that
the
good.
important characters. You see that Roadhog? He's dead.
Yeah, but then basically you were only good when your scatter was up.
Yeah.
Aw.
Very accurate.
It was good at aiming at the floor.
Mm.
Yeah.
He was already
No,
looking at the floor. He never clicked heads.
I was I was clicking, and sometimes they would hit heads. They would randomly.
No.
hit
You were
heads.
clicking feet because that's what you were good at. So you
No,
never got
I
headshots.
was always shooting shields. Thank you. That's all I
Oh
did.
wow, you're really helping the team.
Get the accuracy. Get the
Well,
accuracy.
it was when people were playing like Reinhardt, and I was like, okay.
Oh, okay. I was
I'll
gonna
go-
say if it's fucking like, oh sorry, when it was the Winston meta, then it would be a little
Oh
weird.
yeah, of course not. I just like wait and then just scatter the Winston and then just shoot the Vader a bunch.
Fair enough.
I'm seeing some amazing Torbjorn gameplay right now.
Yeah, we have
The
our
eighth
main
time.
tank. Our main tank is actually a Torbjorn main. He plays a
Who's
wicked
that?
Reinhardt and Monkey Metal Ganado, but he's begging. As soon as we get the opportunity, he's straight to Torb, like no doubt. And I reckon he'll carry us Torb. We're actually holding him. Like we're not unleashing our ultimate power just yet. We might leave it for next season. I don't, maybe next stage. Undecided. We'll see.
You need a Doomfist and a Torb to pull him out, and then pick
We
up.
have a guy who can do a really good Doomfist accent, but he can't translate it again.
Not quite good enough.
Halfway there.
What a shame. What a
See,
shame.
a good main would learn the heroes' voice lines and stuff, so they can repeat them while they destroy the enemy team.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah,
What,
it's
to
halfway.
to their team. I feel like that'd be a bit annoying.
Oh, true.
We do it on stream.
Sorry to burst your bubble.
Is the thing. Yeah. Cool.
Oh god, it's already 10.
It is
basically.
already
Yeah.
10. This has been a basically a 2-hour podcast. It's great.
Yeah.
Great gameplay.
You know, I actually have a Zenyatta tattoo.
Oh really?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like a little
Uh,
minimal one goes into my other tattoo.
Okay.
Yeah, just fun facts, Overwatch related fun facts.
So are you going to present that to me at PAX? Show me your tattoos.
You want Stress to present to you at PAX? Is that
I'm
what
gonna
you're
present everything to you, bro.
Present the
Jeez.
tattoos.
I'm going to present everything, Jerome.
Oh gosh, he said my real
Oh.
name now.
Oh,
This is terrible.
it's getting a little steamy in here.
That's bad saying real names.
So for those of you who are going to PAX, it's important to open discussions around where the best places to get HSPs are, because I'm
Mhm.
unfamiliar with the locale. So
The best is in Granville, New South Wales,
it's a bit far from PAX.
at Sofra Kebab. You get off Granville Station, you walk down the thing, and it's right there, and they do
Well,
fantastic.
the best thing you could do is just not have HSP.
Wow.
Just
Yeah,
eat
actually,
something
the
else.
best thing you can do is have a HSP, but remove all the chips. Just meat.
Really, you don't like the
Meat.
chips in the HSPs?
I was on keto for a while, and it was
Ah,
the
yeah.
best meal.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
NA Kid says sent away.
Ag
off
saying that
the
there's a
Swiss, yeah.
couple on Flinders Street.
Not the best ever, but they're solid. No, we need the
That's
best.
I don't think a solid HSP is
Solid
is
is
what
a
you
good
want.
one.
I think you kind of want
Yeah.
like it to be a like it needs to be a certain texture, a certain consistency. I
The
don't
dodgier,
think
the better,
solid-
basically.
It needs a certain grease percentage, right? You can't skim on the
Very
grease.
high.
the meat has to be like top notch, and then on top of that you need a good price for it as well. It can't be too expensive.
I reckon the HSP like $10, 10 to 15.
10 to 15. Oh, okay,
I
depends on
wouldn't
the
pay
size.
15
Depends on the
bucks,
size.
right?
Yeah, definitely the size is important.
Are you like
I'd probably just
15
pay 15.
to like
Wait a second. What are you talking about now?
What do you think we're talking about?
HSPs?
All right.
Oh, right, yeah.
Just checking.
I
Pervert.
had the
10,
other
10 to
day.
15.
Well, I went to a Korean barbecue place.
Oh yeah.
Fan-fucking-tastic. Go there if you've never been to Korean barbecue. They have like stove tops in your table, and you just take the raw meat and you just eat so
I
much.
can't believe you haven't been to Korean barbecue until recently. That's madness.
Yeah. I usually
hey-
just get sushi.
Hey,
That's the extent of my
Wow, that's
That's the
Of your
extent
your
of-
like
I was thinking of stuff, but everything I thought of was just kind of racist. So I didn't say
cuisine.
anything.
Your cuisine, like
Of my Asian cuisine.
just cuisine in general.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Actually,
That's what
Hidden,
happens
have
when
you ever had Korean barbecue before?
No.
what?
Neither have I, so that's perfectly
Oh
fine.
my
You're the
God.
minority here.
I don't live anywhere near
The
any
elite,
place
the
that,
elite minority.
that is like Korean barbecue. Wait, Hidden, how do you have that?
I'm sub to
Oh, you did too. I forgot about that.
I can't believe you forget about your favorite sub.
I forgot. I was
Shocker.
like, wait, how does he have that? When did he sub? I was like, oh wait, he did too when I was playing.
Oh, terrible.
Can't copy and paste it. Feels bad.
I mean, you can. It just won't do anything.
Yeah.
You tried.
Delete link.
Shocker.
You should subscribe
no.
to me on Twitch then, and you'll be able to use it. It'd be great.
Ah, true.
What's it?
Or
AOE. Or to you personally.
to me personally, but people should then subscribe to the AOE, and you'll get a special icon one day.
One day.
One
in the
day
future?
when we actually create one.
I like it. I like the leadership structure for AOE.
Speaking of AOE, so what do you guys have planned for changes? What's on the thought process for improvements and things like that? Because you're asking us, do we like it? Are we happy and things like that? So you're asking for a reason. So what's on the agenda? What can we hope to see in the upcoming future?
Well, Sim's banned for a bit, so that's a good thing.
Symmetric band. Okay.
Yeah, because she's
What about-
broken.
What about Hamtaro?
Hamtaro.
Wrecking
like,
Ball.
of course, our G-Force friend will be banned until he is probably legal in comp. Is probably the best way we'll do it.
Right. So you reckon at the moment he's in comp, we're good?
Yes. Compared to the issues that we had with Brig when she came out, because that was huge.
We were just curb stomping everyone with Brig. It was great.
Yeah, it was
So-
not fun.
So
Oh,
what
it's
about
not
the
fun
Sombra
for
changes
others.
then? On that question then, because we've got quite a big thing
Sombra
coming in for
changes,
Sombra.
like, I mean, Sombra's going to be playable. It's not broken in any form or way. It's not really a rework. It's just like it's just
buffs or nerfs, depending how you see
yeah,
it.
buff / nerf. It sort of doesn't change her playstyle a hell of a lot, and her kit's like her gun is still the same. Like all of her damage is still the same, so it doesn't.
Didn't they change her spread?
Oh,
Not that I-
that changed a while ago.
Ah, cool.
Her spread's smaller, but that's about it. And we didn't change her when she like had a massive buff, so like we didn't ban her.
Okay.
So.
What about from a higher level in terms of AOE changes? What can we expect to see in the upcoming seasons?
Ooh. We obviously at the moment we're discussing pug tournaments that we're going to possibly running throughout the week. Like once a week or maybe like once a fortnight we might do pug tournaments just to keep people involved and stuff like that. At the moment this season we've brought in mentors to help out with the free agent teams, which has been working out quite well because we're keeping the free agent teams alive, and that was one of our main goals because throughout season 1 of AOE we sorry I sound really monotone at the moment. So throughout season 1 of AOE we were all free agents. Throughout season 2 we were mostly free agents. Season 3 we had 2 free agent teams.
Right.
We weren't expecting a lot this season, but we did go out of our way to try and get as many as we could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
So who are what are the
mentors?
pug ones called?
Oh, pug-
sorry, no,
Pug or mentors?
sorry, no, not the mentors. The
Pugs?
the free agent teams.
Oh,
I mean,
free agent
What are the
teams.
free agent teams called?
So originally we just had them as like free agent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, whatever. We had 14 teams. They're all amazing. They're all up there now. We've got like I could say them. It's like Red Hot Chili, Parchees, Mental Blue, Parchee Family, Razza and the Lads, No Ducks Given, ADG Bears, Meta Esketti, Shicky's Harem, Letter 9, Team Tentacle, Fat 11,
Cool.
Wind Tunnel,
played against a few of
Quick
those,
Play
actually.
Warriors, and Junkaroos.
We really
Nice.
need to get a bit more creative with our name. Fucking hell.
Well,
That's some
I think
cool
it was
names
very
in there.
creative.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
some really good names. there.
Meta Sketty, I like. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So we're pretty happy with the way that the free agents have gone, and we're really happy that we've had these mentors and we're able to bring in coaches now. Which I will quickly say, we do have a channel for people to request basically like request coaching. So if you are in a team and you have a VOD or something, you can post it in there and be like, hey, can a coach please review this? They'll look at it and then they'll then go over it with you, or they might just send you notes or something. So it's a really good way for teams to be putting in stuff to then like have it reviewed.
Nice.
So
I gotta say, just of those free agent teams, just a shout out to Junkaroos. We've scrimmed against them a few times, and I don't know if any of them are listening into the stream right now, but like I have seen them improve massively over a very short period of time, and I think that they've got coaching courtesy of you guys. I'm not sure, or maybe they have their own coach that they brought in. But like the first scrim we played against them, I'm like, okay, fair enough, brand new team. You get what you expected, right?
yeah.
But like constant, like massive improvements week after week. It's amazing. It's really good to see,
Yeah.
and they're all loving it. And they're all having a good time. So.
They are. We had in the captain of Junkaroos last fortnight.
Oh, awesome.
And she was absolutely lovely. She said that she was enjoying it. I really hope that she still is. The further we go in, the more people start to either like it or start to hate it.
Right.
Obviously, that's just a general thing with anything. The more time you spend in it, the more you get to know it and understand whether or not you actually do like it. So, far we haven't had that many people who seem upset or are leaving or anything. So,
No, it seems everyone all around's pretty happy. Very low toxicity, having a good time. So it's not to like.
yeah, definitely. All right, so we're gonna have to. Yeah, we're gonna have to actually cut this segment a little bit short. It has been a pleasure.
A pleasure.
A pleasant pleasure.
Pleasure having you two here. Thank you to Unreal Aussies. Thank you to Unreal Aussies Skunkworks
Hello.
and Jim, and thank you to Unreal Aussies Fusion and Stress, who is representing them right now.
Yeah, cool. They're a good team. Don't like some of them, but you know that's okay. I'll live with them.
Wow, why do you hate him so much?
I'm not.
He's
on
not
this
on the
team.
team.
Toxic.
Did get better
Jesus.
when he left though.
Oh,
Did you?
Wow, that's rude.
Oh, I love
Well,
you,
sometimes it takes a grave loss to actually make yourself look internally and realize how trash you are and improve.
That's very true.
Jeff.
I know
Yeah,
from
once we
experience.
lost our Junkrat main, we just didn't know what to do.
I'm happy for you to call me a Junkrat man. That's fine.
So do you guys have any last like shout outs or anything to say to our stream?
Yeah, like for those of you who aren't in AAOL or in this competitive kind of mindset, like seriously, you got to try it. If you're a fan of Overwatch and you just play comp or anything along those lines, this is a very different game. This is to me Overwatch, you know, where you have a team of dedicated individuals who, you know, everyone works together. You start building strats as you expect them to be. It's a different game and it's really, really fun. It's challenging. Don't get me wrong. You're playing against really, really good people, but the system kind of averages you out and you end up playing against people who are sort of similar skill, and that's when you start to see your improvements really quickly, and that's what's really exciting, because it means that when you work on something you benefit and everyone just has a good time. So I just recommend that if you haven't done it before, give it a whack. There's no reason not to.
Yeah, for sure. And shout out to Unreal Aussies and Nakakid as well. Also, I think someone got a bit Agamemnus got a bit annoyed because I said naked runs Unreal Aussie. So shout out to him for being just generally a cool guy. Nothing to do with Unreal Aussies. He doesn't really have any in the management structure of that. But, you know. And also, you know, sometimes drugs are okay.
Yeah, like Panadol and
Yeah, for
Nurofen.
sure. You know, sometimes they're not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the bad
Cool.
ones.
Yep,
Mhm.
the bad.
Like,
And I have made the grave mistake of letting stress be on this podcast tonight. And with that, we're gonna be out.
night,
Peace.
guys.
Come to our Tuesday
No.
thing, 7 p.m.
Yeah, come
Did you
come
say
yes.
Tuesday or Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Either
It's
day.
both. It's both.
Tuesday is Tuesday.
Night, everyone.
I'll send you my pics later of Tuesday. See ya.
Oh.